Hey guys, okay, working on this 2006 Nissan X Trail 2.5 liter today. I got a fairly significant oil leak coming out of it, like a drip on the floor every, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. So I was able to sort of pinpoint where it's coming from. It's coming from around the valve cover, which they actually call a rocker cover on this vehicle in the service manual. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that today. I got a new one on Amazon, which I'll show you, and I'll show you the pages in the service manual right now. So these are the two pages in the service manual that talk about the rocker and how to remove it and replace it. So you can just screenshot that now if you like, but I'm going to go through it all in real life here. So we're just going to want to get this engine cover out of the way. I think there's 3 10mm bolts holding it. And you can see here now I got oil everywhere leaking out of the tops of my ignition coils and some on that bolt right there. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So that's the part we're replacing, the part that says Nissan. Okay, so we'll disconnect the wires, go into the coils just so we can get them out of the way. Get this hose off. And then we'll remove the ignition coils, 10mm again. And I'll just keep track of their order. It's probably not that important, but we'll just put them back where they came from. There's another hose right here. We'll just move that right now. And then I think there's 10mm bolts holding this thing on. That's what that looks like. And the new one should come with a rubber gasket as well. Okay, so I'm going to fire up my shop vac here, and I'm just going to start cleaning this out because I don't want anything to fall into the engine. Just got a razor blade, another razor blade here, and just a rag. So just before I go and clean this all up here, something to note is check out the where they've applied RTV sealant. Yeah, it's a little too bright, but you can see there's RTV sealant right here and down around this sort of really tight spot right here where the gasket has to bend around, and then they also put some right there. And I'm going to also apply some right there, like it says to do in the service manual. So you can see those 2 points right there. It shows the camshaft bracket and then where to apply. That gets into like just how much to apply, but basically if you just get a little bit into that area, I think it would be obviously a good idea to seal around that weird geometry. Because if you look at it, you can see there's some pretty tight bends right here. So that is where it would probably fail, where this rubber gasket would fail. So they want some RTV right there. Okay, so I cleaned everything with brake cleaner and some carb cleaner I was using there. So I'm just going to apply some of this Permatex Ultra Black RTV sealant gasket maker to these areas. So I'm going to go in these really tight spots where the rubber gasket has to sort of go around these corners, and then up this flat spot right here. Okay, so here's the new cover. I just numbered them so you guys could see it, and so I could know what the tightening order is. So as you can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Initially, we're gonna just tighten them down to 18 inch-pounds, and then I think it's 73 inch-pounds for the second tightening. The first tightening is basically like, it's like as tight as you can get it with your hand without a wrench. So, got that all clean, like I said. Gonna make sure our gasket's in there, and it is. And then we're just gonna drop it down as evenly as possible. Looks pretty good. Okay, so I'll start putting the screws in. So I've got this torque wrench set to 18 inch-pounds. I'm going to go through and do the first tightening. Okay, now it doesn't say to do this, but before I do the final tightening to 73 inch-pounds, I'm just going to let that RTV sealant set up. On the RTV sealant tube, it says let it set up for an hour when you're doing normal gaskets. So I'm just going to let it sit for an hour, and then I'm going to do the final torque down. And that'll just make sure that, you know, it gives it a minute to just sort of set up a little bit, so it's a little bit less squishy, so it doesn't squeeze it all out of the joints. So when you tighten it down, it's more of like a gasket. Okay, so it's been about an hour. I'm going to torque these down to 73 inch-pounds. And I'm just going to go through them one more time. We install our hose. Comes with a new oil cap. I'll just put that in. And our ignition coils. So one of the last steps is going to be to put oil in this, just in case you lost any, or just to top it up, because mine has been leaking, yours probably is too. So just make sure it's got oil in it, and then I would highly recommend driving it, you know, for a day or maybe a few kilometers, and then doing an oil change, just because any debris that might have fallen in would have washed through the system and hopefully gotten into your oil filter by then. So definitely do an oil change after this service. And with this particular RTV sealant that I'm using, it has a 24-hour full cure time. So I'm not even going to bother starting the engine right now. I'm going to wait till tomorrow because I'm able to do that. This is sort of a secondary vehicle. So I'm going to leave it 24 hours. Then I'm going to start it just in case, you know, it needs that extra time to cure. But other than that, that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm just going to put the engine cover back on tomorrow after I check to make sure there's no leaks, but this should be good to go. So if you guys got any more questions or if there's something that I missed, just let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching.